everyone, it's Fee, your AccessAble Champion for Bolton, Greater Manchester. Today I'm taking my girls to an appointment at St Mary's Hospital in the city centre, and I'm using the AccessAble guide to get there more easily and to find out about the access in the hospital itself, and I thought it'd be a great idea to take you with us. So as you can see, this is the app. Very self-explanatory. You basically just type in where you want to go in the top box and where it's located. Hit search. So I've looked up St Mary's Hospital and it's under Manchester University NHS Health Foundation Trust, and I want to view organisation. It now will come up with a brief of the website, phone numbers, all the different sites, a brief of the hospitals themselves. Now, the brilliant thing about AccessAble is that they've actually got an access guide for pretty much every hospital in Manchester. And here we go, the access guide for St Mary's. So, getting to the hospital, let's start with that. Today we're taking the train, and I decided to go via Manchester Piccadilly just because the special assistance is better there, in my opinion. And AccessAble have got you covered in all sorts of modes of transport. Getting help and assistance. There's PALS located inside the Manchester Royal Infirmary. Now you've got to remember that St Mary's is sort of attached to MRI and Manchester Children's Hospital, so they do share some services. They accept assistance dogs. They've got the accessible toilets. They've got BSL interpreters, can be provided on request. Mobility scooters, electric wheelchairs, mobility aids will all be fine within the building. Hospital parking. As you can see, they have got pretty good hospital parking here for wheelchair vans, either side entry or tailgate lifts, which is great and exactly what you want. It's just got so much information on here, it's amazing. Now we're going to the 6th floor, so I'm going to find the lift for that. Is there any information? Yes, as you can see, double lifts. It's for public use, it's not just like for operations and such. Signs indicated to the location of this lift are not clearly visible from the entrance. Right, so you do have to kind of look for it. Let's talk about the accessible toilets. Now, I'm a changing places user. As you can see earlier in the video, I popped in the local changing places before I got on the train in Bolton. Unfortunately, there is no changing places toilet in this hospital, so I recommend, if you can't use a bog standard accessible toilet, to use your nearest to you. This guide actually tells you like what side you can transfer on and the width of the room and how heavy, if it's a heavy door or if it's a button door, how much transfer space they reckon you have. It's all very specific, which is great when you have specific needs or way that you need to do things. Let's look at signage, because my daughter and my partner are actually visually impaired, so not only do I have to look at it from a wheelchair user perspective, but of that of my daughter and my partner who are partially sighted. Wayfinding signage is provided. The colour, design and typeface of signs is consistent throughout the building. The wayfinding signage includes some pictograms. Maps are provided at key intersections. One thing my partner likes to do is to get his iPhone put it up on the camera against the map and enlarge it that way. There's a tip for you. I actually go to quite a few of these on the list, so I will be using AccessAble in the future. It just makes life so much easier, and I completely recommend making your life as easy as possible, because let's face it, sometimes finding out what access there is right there and then, it can be difficult, can't it? It's always best to kind of have a game plan before you go, and know and be reassured in yourself that when you get there, you're not going to be stuck.